Hi guys, we are back once again, and today we'll be continuing with the basics once more. We'll be working with the arrowhead and cross stitches for today's video. Stay tuned for this. Alright, so I'm just starting straight up and I'm knotting my thread here. This fabric is a bit slippery, so we got to be very careful. Yep. So I'm just trying to knot my thread. Yeah, my thread is it's okay now. Right. So today I'm going to use 4 beads here. Let's see. Four beads. The number of beads depends on the size of bead you are using actually. Okay, so these beads are quite small, so I think I'll make it 5. 5 will be better and give us a better effect. So I'm using 5 beads here for the arrowhead. Now the arrowhead are just like let me just say angles, okay, and I'm going to be working. This is supposed to be my straight line, and I'm going to be working side by side to form that arrowhead, okay, just like the arrows we know, the way arrows are. The shape of the head of the arrow is what this design or this embellishment technique looks like. So I'm just going to use my discretion and I'm going to go the other way. Let me do that first, this way. So this is my first step, and the second step I'm just gonna come directly opposite this one, directly opposite this. Be sure to leave the same kind of interval. 5 beads again. And then we come back to where we started. That's the middle, so you can see our arrow forming. Very interesting. So I'm going to meet where I started, my starting point, okay, to form that arrow exactly there. Gosh. So you can see I formed my first arrow. La, la, la. Very nice. All right, so how do we continue with this? First of all, you can make close-up arrows or spaced out arrows. The first one I would make a close-up arrow, okay, and then the second one I will space out the arrows. So a closed-up arrow, you just need to come back from behind, come back to the middle of your first arrow. I think, yeah, you can see this. So you have this, and then you repeat your same process. You repeat the first step. So I'm going to use 5 seed beads again. So I have my 5 seed beads this way. And I'm going to stretch it out towards the first direction. You can see this here. So so you can see. Yeah, that. And I'm gonna go from here. My thread is here now. My thread is actually here now, so I'm just gonna go behind over to this side and then back to the center. I'll say that again. My thread is here now and is behind this fabric, so I'm going to pass behind the fabric to let my thread appear here, like from the first arrowhead, just about a millimeter, and then I would pierce through to this side, and then from there I'll fix 5 beads and back to the center. Okay. And then I'm gonna fix some 5 beads. 5. And back to the center, like I mentioned. So you can see, yeah, I'm going to do a last close-up arrowhead. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the center for a new one, a new arrowhead. So that is that. Yeah, you can see. So I'm repeating the same process here. So I'm going back to the middle. So this is what I have here for the arrowheads. This is a close-up one. I'm going to make an example of a spaced out one. So I'm going to make that straight away from here. The only difference is that these ones don't have spaces in between, but the other one, which is spaced out, it's spaced out from I mean, each arrowhead is spaced out. Okay, so I'm going to use this arrowhead as my first work anyway. So I'm going to work, you can use any interval you want. So maybe I'm going to use about 2 centimeters from here, and then I'll form another arrowhead which gives you the spaced out arrowhead. So I'm going to do just one sample, and I know it's quite clear. So before I come to the middle, I don't need to continue from this side because it is too close to the first one. We are doing a spaced out one. So on your main line, you just move a little bit ahead. You see, I guess you can see my needle. That's my needle, and then you pierce through the center, and then you can form a new arrowhead. So we have this. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So this way. I got my thread tangled. A minute. Yep. So all I need to do is just to come back, just like we did the first one, this way. And then another 5 seed beads. And then we come back to the center. Alright, yeah, so I think this is quite easy. You can understand this. So the only thing is you continue spacing out to have a spaced out arrowhead, and if you need a close-up one, you need to be closer to the center of the first one to make your work better. Now I would like us to try the cross. All right, so I'm just going to continue from where I am. The cross is just like an X anyway. So I'm going to fix about 6 beads. I want an even number of beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep. And we are going to work in a diagonal manner. Actually, if you are not that perfect, you can draw the lines with the pencil or a marker that can be cleaned on your fabric, not something that is permanent, a temporal fabric marker. So we have that. Get it. And like I said, this is just like a normal X, like cross. So you can draw your X if you want. So I'm just going to go to the other side, choose an interval, how wide I want my X to be. Then I fixed them 5. So I go over the first one. And then we have an X or a cross stitch. So this is what we have. Stay tuned to my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Bye bye. See y'all.